and welcome to the New Leaf podcast. This is a podcast about mainly knitting and crocheting and also some behind the scenes stuff of designing. My name is Carmen. I live in the Netherlands, and on Instagram you can find me as crafty_queens. I also have a blog, craftyqueens.nl. On Ravelry you can find me as Caramelletje, and also in the groups tab as New Leaf Podcast. And on Etsy I am New Leaf Designs NL. This week I have the immense pleasure of announcing a giveaway winner. A couple of weeks ago I went to the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along launch party in Amsterdam, and while I was there I got some Amsterdam goodies, such as this little bag which you can use as a sock project bag, and also a mini by Undercover Otter, who's an Amsterdam indie dyer, and also this cute, I don't know if you can see it, this cute canal house, which is a needle gauge, which is super awesome. So I created a thread in a Ravelry group, and this morning I closed the thread and I picked a winner, and I'm happy to announce that the winner is post number 36, which is Ravelry user Ploopy Pie, also known as Amy. So Amy, congratulations, you've won the giveaway. Please let me know your postal address. You can do that either by sending me a Ravelry message or emailing to the email address below. I'm very excited to get those goodies out to you. I hope you enjoy them. I have to tell you that this week's episode is a bit short on actual knitting and crochet content. The reason for this is basically that I am working on a couple of things that I cannot show you yet. And I have been doing a couple of rows on my Piccadilly Shawl edge, but it's really not that much. I did about, what is this, like 2 inches? But what I forgot to show you, or what I forgot to tell you last time, was that the progress keeper I am using, which is this lovely little stone. I picked that up during the Bloggers Day weekend. We went to the Hunebedden in Drenthe, which is a province in the Netherlands, and the Hunebedden are these giant rock formations that people built back then, and Hunebedden means kind of giant beds, so beds for giants. It was really really fun to be there. But in the gift shop they also had some mini rocks, stones, and they were on this, you know, on chains, just on these little rings, and I thought, oh, I can make a progress keeper out of that. So I did. And I included it into the intro clip for last episode, but I forgot to tell you the story behind it, so there you go. So this is the Piccadilly Shawl, a never-ending project of mine. It's been on the needle since June last year, and it's a great pattern, but it just takes so long. The designer is Justina Lorkowska, or maybe Lorkowska, I never know how to pronounce her name. And the yarns I'm using is Madeline Tosh Light, I think. It's a single ply. It's this one is Madeline Tosh. And then the dark purple one is by a Dutch indie dyer, Het Wool based, who is Alexandra, and she lives quite close to me. And I've met her a couple of times, and she's just lovely. And this is just an amazing color. It's just dark purple, but also with some some wine red and also some brown. So it's really, really nice. And I'm really liking how this edging is turning out. But yeah, I haven't had as much time this week to work on it as I've had 2 secret squirrel projects. And yeah, but those projects are also quite fun, so I'm not complaining, but I just wish I could show you. That would be much more fun. I do have some other fun news to talk about with you. One is that a design of mine was published in the Yarn After Party, which is a pattern booklet by Scheepjes. And I made this cabled scarf. It's made with a gradient yarn. It's called Scheepjes Secret Garden. And it uses about 5 balls, I think. Yeah, 5 balls. I designed this in January of this year. And it's, you know, it's quite, for us designers, we design something, and then if it's a commission for a magazine or a yarn company, it usually only gets published until, you know, very late. You know, it takes a few months, but it's totally understandable because, you know, there's photography to be done, there's tech editing to be done, there's translating to be done, and then we haven't even talked about printing of the booklets. And I'm just so happy that it finally got published, and I am also so happy with the photography. It's just stunning. The way that they've matched the scarf to the clothes and to the background. I just love it. And in the pattern booklet, there's also one page which lists all of the Secret Garden colorways. I used Secluded Lake. Yeah, this one. This one right here. Dropping things. It has lots of shades of green. So there's lime green, there's forest green, there's mint green, but there's also blue, which I really love. Yeah, blue and green are my favorite colors of the moment. So the booklets are available in English and in Dutch. The pattern is written and charted. And they are available via Scheepjes stockists, but also as a digital download on Ravelry. So everyone can get these. And I thought it would be fun to show you the sample. So the sample is in desperate need of a reblock since the edges are curling a little bit. But I thought I'd show you the sample up close so you have a better idea of what the yarn, how the yarn looks like. So here is the scarf, the mossy cabled scarf, and so this is Secret Garden yarn, and I don't know if you can see, but it has some tweedy flecks in it, and I just love that. It is a silk blend yarn. I believe it's also part cotton, part wool, part acrylic, part silk. I don't know. It's some silk blend, and it's just beautiful. It's single ply, and it's beautiful. And it is just so really fun to knit with as well. It's just a joy to knit with. And so this one uses 5 balls and it's quite long. See, I would probably make it less long but wider next time. But now you can kind of wrap it 3 times. Yeah. Oh, I love this scarf, and now that the pattern is published, I finally get to wear it. I'm sorry for the interruption. I just got a message on my phone that Caitlin of the Wool Jewel podcast was live on YouTube, and I just had to see it. She did a great job, and yeah, I enjoyed it so much. So good job, Caitlin. It was really, I understand why you were nervous, because I would have been nervous. I mean, I can't imagine doing this live, but you handled it like the best. So really good job, and I hope that you'll do it again sometime. So Caitlin was talking about all of her sweater projects. And it just made me so jealous. I wanted to cast on all of the sweaters and all of the cardigans. Yeah, and I'm still wearing my shawl because it's really cozy. So to wrap this up, I have some extra copies of the pattern booklets. They are in Dutch and in English, and I'd like to give some away. So I'll open a separate thread in the Ravelry group, and if you'd like to win one, please leave a comment and tell me if you have knit cables before. Because I think cables are just so fun in knitting, and they're really not that hard at all. And there's also, I wanted to show you on the picture, but I can show you on the sample. That's much easier. So there's this really big cable, or relatively big cable here, and it's filled with sort of seed stitch. So that's his diamond cable, and so for this one you need a cable needle, and the smaller cable on the sides is a mock cable, which means that it looks like a cable, but it is not. It's done differently. So just if you'd like to win a pattern booklet, go to the thread and Ravelry group of New Leaf Podcast and let me know if you have done cables before, if you've done the real deal, if you've done mock cables, you know, what's your favorite kind of cable, do you do crochet cables, anything, just let me know. I'm just really fascinated by cables, and I would like to hear your thoughts. Some other fun mail that I had is issue 61 of Simply Crochet, which is a very big crochet magazine in the UK. And I have to show you something. I just went past it. So there's this feature on rising stars in crochet, and it features the wonderful Sandra from Cherry Heart. One of my friends, Christina, from A Spoonful of Yarn, she designed the Hotel of Bees shawl, which is amazing. And many other celebrities, including Jessica from The Hook Nook. I absolutely adore this woman. I follow her on Instagram, and her Instagram stories are just the best. And then, look who it is, little old me. So quite a while ago, I was asked by one of the editors, or one of the people who work at Simply Crochet. I'm not sure if she wants me to tell her name, so I'm just not gonna tell her name. She asked me just some questions about what I like to design and what brought me to designing, and she said it was going to be for a feature in Simply Crochet, and it was just, the minute I got that email, I was I was so surprised and delighted at the same time. And this was months ago already, so I had completely forgotten about it. And then I received this in the mail, and also I saw a lot of people tagging me on Instagram with a picture. And I love it. It never gets old. seeing yourself in a magazine. And usually it's my patterns, but really interviews just are much nicer, and I feel so grateful. And because of this article, lots of people have been buying my bird in a box crochet kits, which I'm super grateful for. Thank you to everyone who has bought a kit, and it has resulted in in the Eugene box selling out like super fast, and there is still one Betsy box left, but of course I had to make more. So yesterday I spent some time putting some new boxes together, and let me show you again what's inside. So there's enough yarn and other supplies for to make 3 birds. So in this case, to make 3 robins. So there's the yarn, there's the pattern, there's the stuffing, and there's also a little pack with felt, which I use for the beak, beads for the eyes, and then 2 types of needles. Not the crochet hook, you need the crochet hook yourself, but you need to supply yourself. And some thread, so that's for sewing the eyes on and sewing the beak on. And I've been putting them together, and I will restock these in the Etsy shop tonight. The Betsy boxes are still under construction. I had finished winding the yarn, so they're all on the ground here on the floor. I had finished winding the yarn, and then I wanted to continue to include the stuffing, and then I ran out of stuffing of the bags I had pre-packed, and then I couldn't find any more bags. So I think I'm just gonna order some more bags, because for those who are new to the podcast, we have just moved 2 months ago, and some stuff I still don't know where to find. So yeah, I'm just gonna order more, and then I'll complete the boxes. Yeah, so I'm just so happy, and I want to thank everyone who has bought a crochet kit for me, and I plan on making lots more varieties, and I have been playing with little mini Cahona balls that I showed you last week. They're little 10-gram balls that have just been launched by Scheepjes, and before I've been using the 50-gram ball and rewinding it into 10-gram balls. But now they have pre-wound 10-gram balls, labeled and all. It's just amazing, and it will save me so much time, and also it will give me an opportunity to make more kits, because I want to make them all. I want to make a kit for Percy the Flamingo, for Audrey the Magpie, for Alfred the Kingfisher. I want to make them all, but just the winding of the 10-gram balls just put me off a little bit, and yeah, so now that's out of the way, I expect them to arrive a lot sooner. And after recording last week's episode, where I talked a little bit about the Scheepjes Blowers weekend I had 2 weeks ago, so after recording, I came across this box filled with goodies that I have received during the weekend. I had completely forgotten to talk about them, so I haven't even unpacked some of them yet, so I'll be able to do that with you. So excited! So Scheepjes has this brand new line of products from Japan. They're called Cahona, and it's a product line for sewists. Yeah, most definitely sewists, but there are also some really cool things I can use, and they're mainly just really well made and really cute. I have a couple of things here, but I wanted to start with these pins. Look at them. They're made with glass beads. I don't know if it focuses. Yeah, so they're glass beads and they have such amazing detail. And I love how they're packed as flowers. And, you know, it's just 3, so it's meant as gifts. So a gift for a sewer who already has everything. And I think these are just perfect. They are so cute. And there's also, I believe these are scissors. So this is the logo, Cahona. And these are specially made scissors. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. So beautiful. So it's a Japanese company, Cahona, and they have paired with a Japanese company who used to make samurai swords. And since samurai swords are not really made anymore, they have teamed up and made scissors. And they have this really pretty leather pouch. And you can see the name on there, Cahona. So it's, I don't know if it's steel, but the metal is the same metal they would have used for samurai swords. Oh, and it says it has a Japanese script on the other side. I assume it also says Cahona. I can't read Japanese, I'm sorry. I can only read Chinese. And it's hand wrapped in silk thread. And there's this really cute button attached here. And then, you know, it looks different than Western scissors, but yeah, it's easy to figure out how it works. So there's this beauty. So again, this is not only for sewists, right? Because sewists, I bet they use a longer scissor more often. So this would also be a great gift for a crocheter or a knitter. Or even for embroidery, actually. Yeah, so it's just beautiful, beautiful product. And then this one is really, really heavy. Look at this! Oh, I have to be careful that it doesn't fall out and damage the floor, because it is really heavy. So it's a button, but I wouldn't advise to use it as a button. So this is a paperweight to hold down your patterns. So this doesn't really just apply to sewists. You can also, you know, if you have a craft magazine or a craft book, you can use this to make sure that the page stays open, stays flat. And it can also be used as a holder for your crochet hooks to put them inside. Let me grab a hook. All right, so I have a hook and I have the paperweight, and you can just, well, this is a bit thicker, but usually, well, it stays put. So you can use it to hold your crochet hooks as well. And then let me just unwrap this first and then come back, because I'm sure it will be really crinkly. All right, so I haven't fully unpacked it yet, but you're able to see what it is. Does it have any information in here? Oh, so cute. Okay, I have to show you what's in the booklet. So it's this miniature pin cushion. So it's wood little bowl with some fabric inside, and then a leather tag, or yeah. And then So it says in the booklet, you can use it as a pincushion, and you can also have it around your neck as a necklace. And I'm not sure if the thread is included. I don't think so, but it's pretty easy to make that yourself. So let me just, oh, it's so cute. Look at it. So cute. I'm almost sad that I'm not a sewer, but I could have it around my neck and then pin something else in it. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, maybe I'll just have to become a sewer. And then last but not least, this is amazing. So it kind of looks like a boat. But, oh look, even the tassel is still wrapped in plastic. Let's get that out. Whee! Yeah, little things make me happy. So it's basically something that holds your supplies. Let me get this tie off. You can open it like this. And you can place it on your desk. And maybe you can use it as a yarn bowl or yarn basket. And you can put, I don't know, you can put the pattern in this. So it has pockets on the side. You can put a lot of notions in here. It has pockets all around. So I think it has to be quite boxy shaped, because this is one pocket. And then there's a smaller pocket here. And then there's two pockets here and a small pocket again. And this big pocket on the front. So this is just so useful in so many different ways. And also, I don't think this is also very like exclusive to sew-its or anything. I think any crafter can use this, whether you're an embroiderer or a painter or knitter, crocheter. I think this pretty much comes in handy for everyone. Yeah, oh, it's so cute. I thought it was just shaped like a boat, but it's, you know, it's rectangular shaped. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna start using this right away because this is so super useful. I would just, you know, put my crochet hooks in the side, maybe some knitting cables, scissors. I'm always just, you know, I always have my supplies lying everywhere across the table, so it will be nice to have them just in one place, and I can take them away from the table if I need to do some photography. Yeah, so this is a beautiful new product line called Cahona, and it will be available through Scheepjes stockists. So basically every yarn store that has Scheepjes can also get these. And also the other products of this line. So that is great. Another thing that I'd like to show you is some new yarn. While we were at the Scheepjes Bloggers Days, they launched new yarn. Well, we got to see it, and they only launched it a few days later. So we were the first to see it and the first to knit and crochet with it. It's called Riverwashed. There's a tag. So it's called Riverwashed. And you may know that Scheepjes also has this yarn line called Stonewashed. And Stonewashed is it's kind of the same as this, only different colors. So if you can see, this is a cotton and acrylic blend. The cotton is the core, which is blue here, and the acrylic is the fluff. So that's kind of salmony orange shade. And with Stonewashed, the core is white, and then there's colored fluff. So yeah, so it has these kind of pastel shades. And with this one, the core is colored, and there are two different colored cores. So there's a turquoise core, but there's also the pink core, or the cherry core, I think they call it. And then let me show you. And they're not just 4 colors, they have lots more. So this one is also one with a blue core. This one obviously as well. I love this one. This one is also turquoise with this really light purple fluff. Let me try and see if I can get all of the blue cores. I think this is all. So these all have blue cores, and it's really easy to match colors because these all match. So that is great. So if you're ever struggling with colors, you can just pick, you know, if your project uses 2 colors, you can pick any 2 colors of these with the blue core and they will match. So that is beautiful. See, they will just match. Even if you think, green and purple, maybe not, but because they have the same core, it just matches. Okay, so let me show you the pink cores as well. And these are not all of the pinks available because I have knit a sample with one of the colors, and I left it at the Scheepjes headquarters, so they had something to show their customers. So these are all the pink cores, well, except for one, as I just told you. But as you can see, these just match. And I just love these colors. I love how this from afar looks just like orange, but when you see it up close, you see it has a pink core and then some yellow fluff. So not sure if the camera picks that up, but it definitely, when you see it from afar, it kind of, your eye kind of blends the color. And then when you see it up close, you see that they are 2 different colors. So this is magenta and blue, but from afar, it just looks purple. So that, oh, I just love that. And these are all super lovely. All the yarn! Yeah, so swimming in yarn here. And like they have with Stonewashed, so with Stonewashed they have Stonewashed regular and also Stonewashed XL, and they also have Riverwashed XL. So this is kind of Stonewashed, I would say, is fingering or DK. Yeah, maybe DK. And oops. And XL is more like worsted or Aran. I think this might be my favorite color. Oh, I just love it. I love how muted it is. And up close you see that the colors are really vibrant. But from afar it just looks muted, and I love that. So you can see it's quite a thick yarn. So they say it is for a 5mm needle. Yeah, I would say it's either a worsted or Aran. Yeah, oh, so soft. you wouldn't say that it has 30% acrylic, but the acrylic keeps it soft. The 70% is cotton and 30% acrylic. Oh, and I haven't told you the cool thing. So the yarn is called Riverwashed, and the colorway names are named after rivers. So, and with my luck, I picked a color that I don't know. This river is Severn. Yeah, but it has Rhine, Yara, Danube, Congo. Oh, I know that one. Amazon. I know that one. Colorado, Mekong. Oh yeah, I know that one. Okay, Nile, obviously. Mississippi. Yeah, so that's awesome. And yeah, I haven't thought of any ideas yet with this yarn, but it does feel like sweater yarn to me. Or maybe with the XL, I'll maybe make a hat. That would be so cool. Anyway, it's just a bit overwhelming for me because you know, they've given each of us a pack of all of the colors. So that's 12 colors, and usually I don't make something with a lot of colors. Well, this one, it has a lot of colors, but this is just one colorway. So yeah, I'm kind of overwhelmed by the colors, but I don't know, maybe I'll just need to pick just a few, and maybe ideas will begin flowing. Flowing, haha, river. So funny. Not. But I'm not pressuring myself with this yarn since I have so many ideas right now, and it needs to be manageable. So yeah, I'm trying to take it easy, but it doesn't always work. But trying to take it easy, especially since the winter months are the most busy and stressful months for knitting and crochet designers. I mean, we do design stuff all year round, but in wintertime, just there's not only the designing stuff, but also the need to make something for yourself, for your family, for Christmas. And although I've been good this year and I've started my Christmas presents in January, I still haven't finished them. So, yep, that's what happens if you promise your whole family a pair of socks. So lots of goodies to show you this week, and not so much knitting, but I hope you still enjoyed it. And I will surely have more to show you in next week. Although, you know, I just want to tell you, I'm never pressuring myself to make content for the episode, for the podcast. I don't know if some of you are worried, but sometimes I get comments like, whoa, you make so many things. And I just want you to know that I'm not pressuring myself in any way. I just love to make stuff. And if I'm really into a project, I'll just do a lot. And if I'm not into a project, I'll cast on something new. So that's how it happens. But and if I would have less content, I could always not record for 1 week. It's not the podcast is not a really pressuring thing for me at the moment. So just wanted you to know that I'm just in my happy place doing this. I only spend about 4 hours a week on the podcast, so, well, not creating content, but editing and filming, obviously. So don't feel bad, just be happy. I'm happy that you guys watch the podcast. So yeah, before I get any more rambly than this, I just want to thank you all for watching, and be sure to enter for the giveaway for the pattern booklet of the cable scarf if you're interested. and have a very happy crafty week, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.